My name is Esther Dirksen, and I'm the deacon of the caregiving ministry. Together with Michelle and a team, we work at caring for people in various situations, sending flowers and cards, emails, etc., and visiting when there's illness, bereavement, loneliness, and as the Spirit leads and reminds us. With COVID restrictions, this requires a lot of creativity. With our growth in numbers, COVID, and other changes in our culture that we are experiencing, we see a need to evaluate and cast a new vision and just try and figure out how caregiving should look in this new culture. So we have appointed a working group to pray and work through this. What is the best way to keep anyone from falling in the cracks? We need the Lord's plan for this. Our hearts go especially for those who are not in house groups or are shut in for various reasons. This ministry is one in which the whole church family is active, so I often say you are all on my team. I know caring is always going on at Trinity. So good. Thank you so much. Please pray for us and let us know if opportunities arise that we should be aware of. I would also, in closing, like to encourage you to read our report in the docket. If you do, let me know and you can drop by my place and pick up a little package of Jelly Bellies. So with that, I want to say I love you and have fun caring.
Hi Trinity, this is Jolene Hedlund. I am Deacon of Children's Ministries. I have been running this ministry for the last 10 years. I have seen our program grow from 2 kids to over 30. We are increasing monthly now. So it's just been really exciting to watch this ministry just explode. What we do on a typical Sunday is after the worship, we break the kids off into age-appropriate groups, usually about 3 groups. We go downstairs and we have a Sunday school lesson. We have a nursery program, we have a preschool program, and we have an elementary program. Each program is run by wonderful, capable volunteers that usually volunteer on a once-a-month basis. We have now been mostly online because of the COVID restrictions. So we've been doing a lot of online games. We have a website and we also have a Facebook group. If you want to get involved in those, just connect with me and I will get you connected. We are optimistically planning fall programming right now. Hopefully we can be back to our typical Sunday school environment in the fall, but again, we don't know what's going to happen, but that's what we hope to do. And we have a desperate need for volunteers. So if you work well with kids, if you have a desire to get connected and plugged in, please connect with me. You can email kidmin@trinitybaptistwinnipeg.com. Thanks so much.
Hello, my name is Sharon Gunn, and I'm the treasurer at Trinity Baptist Church. I work in conjunction with the bookkeeper, Mary McCallum, and I'm overseen by Shane Mobby, who's the elder who oversees the finances. My duties involve overseeing the counting of the offerings for the weekly bank deposit of same. The majority of the offerings are made by e-transfer or pre-authorized withdrawals, so there is less to count these days, but we still do receive cash and checks. I also have the signing authority for any documents that require the treasurer's signature, including your charitable donation receipts, which you need for income tax purposes. I serve as a liaison between the bookkeeper, the church deacons and elders, and the congregation. I initiate the budget planning process in the fall. This leads to the budget that is presented to the members at the annual general meeting, part 1, financial, which happens in February each year. I'm also to provide a semi-annual report at the Part 2 meeting that's in June to update our members on how finances are going, as well as monthly updates to the deacons and elders at their meeting and quarterly reports to the congregation. There is opportunity to get involved in the area, as I need to train more people to count on the Sunday mornings when we get to resume worship in the church. You can call or email me. I'm in the directory, and I'd appreciate hearing from you. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Simone Couture, and I'm deacon for Food Bank. Trinity has been involved with Food Bank for the last 12 or 13 years. Before COVID, we had very many dedicated volunteers who used to love to come and serve these clients who live in our neighborhood. We enjoyed serving them tea, coffee, cookies, and sandwiches. It's Jenny that used to make the sandwiches, and they'd really appreciate it. I think for some of them, it was their supper. We built close relationships with them because some came from the very beginning and were still with us after 12, 13 years. Because of their confidence that they had in us, they asked for counseling and prayers. And through this, 2 came to know the Lord and were baptized. Our goal is still to meet their spiritual needs and their physical needs. One thing that they really enjoyed was coming to our Christmas banquets and our coffee houses. And then came COVID. There has been such a big difference since COVID. In spite of that, our team of volunteers, Brad, Michelle, Bruce, Sharon, Pierre, and I, we still love to come and serve them in a very different way. They now come only once a month, 2 different groups that come once a month. We really miss the camaraderie that we used to have with them, but we trust God that eventually things will change, especially for these very precious people that we miss very much.
Hi, my name's Colleen Davis, and I'm the Deacon of Hospitality. My responsibilities are in the kitchen include our once a month lunches that we have after church at Trinity, and also our coffee ministry after church every Sunday. I also am responsible for, let's say, funerals, showers, or any other events that need our help and to serve. And our biggest event of the year is our Christmas banquet, and that needs a lot of work because we invite a lot of people, and we go through a lot just getting prepared for it. And so we need a lot of bakers, a lot of volunteers, and and our next is Easter breakfast, which is not as big. We get together Easter morning, and we have breakfast together before church, and that's a little bit more laid back, but it does include a lot of extra people cooking. So and then if you would love to join my team, I would love to have you. So just give me a call.
Hello, my name is Selma Pauls. I'm the missions deacon at Trinity, and my overseer is Pastor Brad. The mission of every Christian church is to fulfill the Great Commission, which is to bring the good news to all the world in word and deed, to speak and serve. At Trinity, I arrange for our missionaries to be seen and heard by the congregation and to receive reports about their ongoing work. As missions money becomes available, I discern with the pastors and elders which additional workers we would like to support. In the past, I have informed the congregation about the yearly Mission Fest in our city. I have visited Living Bible Explorers and worked in the kitchen at Gimli Bible Camp to see firsthand what happens at missions we support. In the past, I've also helped with Food Bank and Love Winnipeg. It is great to see church members participating in outreach to the local community and further abroad. An upcoming challenge will be to find ways for our growing youth group to become involved in hands-on service. My hope is to hand off this deacon position to a person or team of members eager to share their experience and enthusiasm with our church. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pierre Couture. I've been attending Trinity Baptist for 15 years. I've been an elder for 12. And I'm overseeing hospitality and the building maintenance. Hospitality is Colleen Davis, so she reports to me. And the building is basically Jonathan Leckerman, who just retired or stepped down. This year we've done the roof. We've done the sanctuary was patched up and painted. We put baffles up for sound. And outstanding things is, if you notice, we still have the boards up on the roof. We still have the flashing to be done on the roof. And on the north side, we have the fascia and the soffits to be done. We have bought a new condensate tank for the boiler, and that is to be installed pretty soon. We're just waiting for them to have time to do it. We had the boiler inspected, and that passed, but there's a few things we had to do. We had to put a CO2 monitor in the basement, in the boiler room. We had to change the electrical on-off switch from the back of the boiler to the front. That has been done. We are still waiting for an inspection to be done on the chimney. So that is pretty well it for that right now. If somebody is interested in being a deacon of the buildings and maintenance, let me know. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Bruce Gunn. I am currently deacon over the Usher Greeter Ministry. My role is to coordinate a group of willing volunteers in this service for Sunday worship. These duties include being the first friendly face people see as they enter Trinity and offer a warm welcome to our congregants and newcomers. The ushers will help people find seating as required. During the COVID times, they are asked to record the names of those who attended, to sanitize their hands, and offer Mass when required. Every Sunday, 3 ushers man the doors, and 1 is trained to operate the lift for those who cannot climb the stairs. The ushers are also there to watch out for the needs of people during the service and respond appropriately. As well as training willing ushers, I am also responsible for setting up a 3-month schedule and submitting it to the office, where it is added to a list of other volunteer ministries. I also help to fill vacant positions due to sickness, holidays, or other situations. I also submit a report from the Usher Greeter Ministry for the annual general meeting. Finally, I am always open to take names of willing volunteers. Thank you all.
Hello Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lois Mobby. I am head of the ladies group at Trinity Baptist Church. I have 2 helpers right now, Jolene Hedlund and Jessica Kruger. I don't do this on my own. And I have a passion for the ladies, so much so that every year I ask God if I should stay on, and so far it's still a yes. So anyways, what you might want to know about the ladies group. Ladies group is, we meet about 3 times a year, sometimes 4. We usually have a Christmas banquet and a ladies retreat. With that being said, that hasn't happened the last couple of years, and that's okay. We will continue on. We will continue on through Zoom as we have been doing, and we really enjoy seeing you ladies come out. If you are all interested in helping out, please contact me and we can see what needs we have and where we can put you. Don't be shy to think that because the ladies group is so-called established that we never need help, because we do. And so I will let you go from there. Have yourself a good day.
Hey there, Trinity. My name is Andrew Hedlund, and I am the deacon of worship ministry here at Trinity. And so what do? I organize the worship teams and also oversee the worship teams and their musical side, but also the spiritual side. So one of the big jobs that I have is making the schedule for the worship teams. So I'll put the leader and then the drummer and the bass player and the piano player and all those instruments in a schedule, and I'll kind of decide who plays what days. So besides that, I also meet with the leaders and try to develop the worship teams and bring up the next generation of worshipers. So that leads me to my next point. What are my needs and what are the needs of the ministry? A big thing that I need is wisdom on how to bring up the next generation of worship leaders and of worship team members. So just knowing how to disciple them into being good worship leaders, and another thing that we need is just vision to know that worship ministry is not all about music, but it's also about spiritual leadership. And for myself, that's a big thing, to just remember that worship is not just playing music and getting excellent at that, but to just remember that spiritual leadership is important. And one last request is just ideas for how we can engage the whole church body, and not just the worship teams who are engaged, but trying to engage more people in worship. So that's it from me. See you guys.
Hey, I'm Liz, and I'm the youth deacon here at Trinity. I started in February of 2020, so right prior to the pandemic. So being the youth deacon hasn't looked the way I thought it would. However, I think it's been going pretty great so far. The youth and I have been going through the book of James this past school year, and we are going to conclude our study in the book of James by June. And this upcoming July and August, hopefully, if we can gather again, we're going to do summer things like a beach day or a park day. I also have a pizza oven in my backyard, so we're going to try and attempt to make pizza again this year. So if you're between the ages of 12 and 19 and want to hang out with us youth, you can email me at youth at trinitybaptist.ca. I think that's the right one. If it's not, the correct one will be in the bulletin.
Hey everybody, this is Kenny, and I'm going to give you a list of some other deacon positions that we have at Trinity Baptist. Is men's ministry deacon. Gord McCallum is the deacon in that position. He leads a ministry team as they plan out and lead various ministry events throughout the year, with the focus on discipleship, spiritual growth, accountability, getting connected with each other as men, and maybe sometimes doing projects together for others within the body and community. And they do have some fun in that place as well. If you want to contact Gord, his number is in the directory. The elder that oversees Gord is Bruce Gunn. The second one is technical ministries. The deacon in that position is Leo Vasconcelos. He is the one that oversees the sound and LCD ministry, volunteers, manages our website, and looks after our computers and whatnot at Trinity Baptist. So he's got a big role in that place. He's also a new dad. Congratulations. The elder that oversees him, who is kind of stepping into that place, helping Leo out, is Seth Grenier. If you would like to be involved in that ministry, it's a great ministry, especially as they look to grow into the online platform that we have available, as well as the upgraded system that we're getting in place at Trinity. So it's an exciting ministry to get involved in if you want to get involved. His number and Seth's number is in the directory as well.